Smack that all on the floor. Smack that. Give me some
2004.
Smack that. Hello and welcome to yet another dimension.
Did that come out in 2004?
That came out 2006.
2006. A little bit behind.
Yeah, a little bit
Yeah.
after your time. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're we're here
We're here
because we just
because
watched.
Akon released a song featuring
Yes.
Eminem.
It's called Ozark, final season, part 1.
Part 1.
What was the 4th season? And we binge watched it over the weekend.
So we could give it to you guys.
Yeah,
a review.
We can tell you how.
That's the only reason. I don't even like the show. I just do this as a service for you.
Yeah, I mistakenly watched Ozark because I thought it was Oz, the show about people getting raped in prison.
Is that the one with like the lion and the Tin Man and?
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be serious, man. We're serious reviewers. We would never joke around the beginning.
We get paid to do this.
Yes.
So let's
Please
do this, man.
I'll also hit up that link below. So we're doing a review of the first half of the final season of Ozark.
That's been released. So
Yes.
let's do spoiler-free review. What do you think of this?
Oh my head.
This first half of the season. Do you feel like it's a complete story in of itself, or is it just setting up more questions than answers, or? Because I feel
it's
like
not a complete one to me.
You don't think so?
No, because I mean, what really was completed other than two people?
I will get into it.
Two
people's lives were completed in the last one.
Yeah, completely completed. Like it will never be completed more than that.
We're gonna get into spoilers in a little bit, but
so for me, overall, I mean, it's been a good show so far. I mean, it's kind of reminds me of Breaking Bad in terms of somebody breaking bad.
Yeah.
But instead of selling meth, they're laundering money. The Bird family. So it's a cool dynamic and it continues to be interesting. It's a lot of shit happens and they introduce, I think two new characters, right? Is it two new?
I think there's a few because they.
Is it more like main people there?
Yeah, I guess. There's that PI, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the new nephew who's kind of the main antagonist, Javi.
Yeah. And that's like the two main ones.
Those are the two ones that stick out. Yeah.
And I like what they brought to the season. Overall, it's good. It's not. It didn't wow me. I mean, the ending, the ending. It was kind of underwhelming to me, to be honest. I'll tell you why.
It isn't really an ending though.
But even like I wasn't like
it's a mid-season finale.
Yeah, it was just.
Well,
it was okay.
We're gonna have some disagreements, and it's okay. Not every time this channel he's right. In fact, most of the time he's not.
You've never been wrong. It's so like.
When have I ever been wrong?
Such a hot streak. It's
I'm on fire. Objectively
subjective.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
that's why we have this channel so people can come to your opinion.
They come here to watch you be wrong. Anyway, spoiler free review.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What did you think of?
No, I like where this season's heading.
I do too.
Part one of the season. I feel like. And I think this is setting up the end. Like I really do. They're wrapping up a lot of plot lines and a lot of dangling threads with this last season. And already in the first 7 episodes, like I feel like there's stuff that's kind of final. Like I feel like there's a couple things that like I don't know how much more they can do with this, right?
And everybody's trying to like escape. Like everybody's trying to.
Yeah.
Every character
wants to
get out of the life, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, most of them, but I'll talk a little bit more about that. I'll talk a little bit more about that in the spoiler full review. But
I like the conflict between like that person that wanted to escape and the other person trying to stay in that life. So that's cool. So I know, it's still really good.
So if you're a fan of Ozark so far, like seasons 1 through 3, you're gonna. I mean, this is typical Ozark. It's still very much at its best. It's not. It hasn't gotten stupid to me. It's still. I feel like they're setting up for a good, satisfying ending. Mm-hmm. I really hope so. I like that it's only 4 seasons. I think when we talk about this all the time, but when stuff goes on too long, like Game of Thrones or what have you, and they run out of ideas, it starts to get really bad. But I think 4 seasons, and
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, and the way I don't know how much more story they could tell. So the way that they're doing it, the way they're wrapping things up. I think we're gonna get a good finale, hopefully, for a TV show that we haven't had in a while.
I'm trying to get the last good one. I mean, I probably could have just waited until like the full season was out.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if they released half of it because the second half isn't ready, or if they just.
I don't think it is.
You don't think so? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure they shot it all. I think.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder if like they're doing this thing that they don't, because Netflix never releases their stuff like a week in, a week after, one after another, like Dexter, right? Mm-hmm. They always do this binge watch thing. So I wonder if they're trying to kind of like meet in the middle of it being like, so it's not just over.
Just give us all of it, man. Or don't give us any.
Or maybe it is still in post-production and they're editing it or whatever. But I feel like that's probably not the case. They knew when this was going to come out. Like,
I guess, I don't know. It just doesn't feel complete. Like, I feel like I need the other side of the story and I have to wait another year, right?
Oh, it's not another year. No, it's coming out this year.
Okay, all right. I feel better about it then.
I don't know if it's a few months from now or whatever. They don't have a release date for part 2, unfortunately. But it isn't going to be next year. It's supposed to come out this year.
All right.
Yeah.
So you liked it. I like it. You probably like it more than I do. I just feel like I wasn't blown away by all the what's happened in this, and it's still good. I'm not saying it's not good. It's just not. Wow, I can't. Oh, edge of my seat at 20.
We need to get into spoilers.
Go ahead. All right.
All right. So if you don't want Ozark season 4 part 1 spoiled, you have 5 seconds to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of the way. What was that? 5 seconds? I didn't count down.
Stop! Would you? I want to say something. You mess me up with the fucking memes.
Tobey Maguire, man.
But before you go, like, comment, subscribe, please, and then come back after you watch it, please. Okay, so let's get into spoilers.
Okay, spoilers. So, opening shot. Birds are driving down a country highway. Oh my God. No, but this was important because the opening sequence, they do a flash forward.
Yeah, you see. I was mad about that because they didn't show that. They didn't get to it yet.
I did think that was something. I will admit.
What's
I thought
the point?
The flash. Well, it's probably still gonna happen, but in the second half.
They could have waited till like later on in the season.
Well, yeah, I do agree that if you're gonna show us that flash forward, I feel like you're kind of promising that that's gonna occur in the episodes that we're watching. But I forgot
about it.
You know.
It's so early.
I guess that is the thing too. Like you forgot about it, and you know what? I almost did too because it doesn't ever get back to it. But when they were starting to get their stuff together, before Ruth shows up in episode 7, we'll get to that. I thought that was gonna be like the moment where they head on the road. I thought there was gonna be the last sequence.
Yeah, maybe they'll happen next season.
I think it's definitely going to happen. I don't think it was for no reason. I think but it's just gonna happen. Must be in the second half of part 2. In part 2 of the season. But
let's talk about this.
What happens is the birds get in a car crash essentially,
and that's it. Yeah.
They just show them kind of talking. And it sounds like they're heading to a new life. It's almost like they got out. And there's I was like, wait a minute, is this happening after what we just saw in season 3? Because after they left us with them killing Helen. Right, and getting, and they're still in Mexico. So then they flash forward to them. It looks like it's been, a little bit of time, and the whole family, the bird family, is driving away on the highway, and then they're kind of talking about their new life, and then a truck comes by, and they spin off the road, and we don't know what happens. So
see you later this year.
Apparently,
it was a good start too. I was like, whoa, and then they cut back to Mexico. They're in Mexico, and now the main plot line objective of this season is to get Navarro, the drug kingpin in Mexico, the cartel. I guess he can go back and forth from Mexico to the United States, be kind of
he wants out of the cartel,
cartel with the help of the FBI agent Maya, right?
Yeah.
That's a tall task because imagine the biggest drug kingpin and he just gets off scot-free.
That's basically it. That's what he wants.
So they're trying to figure out how to do it, influence the government and all the politicians.
I was not expecting that at all.
Him trying to get
I did not think that's where the story was going at all.
I was not expecting that either. He's one of my favorite characters. Navarro, he's menacing.
He is menacing. Yeah.
I like because he's kind of like Gus from Breaking Bad. He's kind of calm,
quiet,
well tempered. But if you get him mad, you feel like he can go off. and he's like short to the point. That's how I would be if I was a cartel leader.
And it's really relatable.
Yeah. But it's completely opposite to what his nephew is. He's kind of a hothead.
What do you think of the nephew so far? I mean, I think he's kind of scary.
Yeah, I like him. He brings a lot of attention to each scene. Because, I mean, yeah, it's like most of the attention is from him and some of the PI, but he always, like, in the business of the Bird family.
It's so annoying. It's annoying in a good way. But
it's good.
I keep wanting to just leave, man.
Get out of here, man.
Go away. Let me do my thing, you know?
Yeah, so he's kind of like, because Navarro in the beginning, he's like, oh, he's probably trying to figure out a way to kill me, like any like messed up like operation, like he gives an excuse to kill him and take over. So they're kind of fighting for that. I really like that in the season. So
yeah, it's an interesting. I did not expect that at all. So that adds this whole another layer to the season. We're not just like watching the birds anymore trying to get out. They're trying to help the bad guy get out, and
he's like confessing his sins.
Yeah.
He's like, I kicked the dog. I thought it was so funny.
It is funny.
I was mean to my child.
Mass murderer feels like that's the worst thing you did.
I was just surprised that they kind of made me sympathetic to a fucking cartel boss. I was like, man, why do I kind of like this guy? Like,
I mean, they've done a good. I think about it. This whole show has been about us sympathizing with people that really aren't good people, right?
Like, who's a good person in this show?
Exactly. Everyone's done something pretty questionable. Even now, the kids got involved in the business, right?
You gotta think of that. Yeah.
Even Ruth, who I think Ruth is like my favorite character. I think.
Oh yeah, she's the best character.
You know, since season 1. And she's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's not like a good person. Well, I guess, but she kind of is. It's like it's like a weird, complicated.
Good kid, Mad City.
They did our van.
Yeah, see, the van works in, man.
But yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about Ozark. You know, it's like they take these kind of unlikable characters, or they do unlikable things, but you do sympathize with them. I think that's what the best thing about this show.
Yeah, Ruth is like, she's likable person. Like, she's entertaining, she's fiery, and she's smart.
She's sweet too, though.
Yeah,
like, she's nice to her people.
I think she's like, but she gotta realize, man, you gotta let people go. I know she's like lonely and like she misses Ben, and her dad was like a fucking failure as a person. Yeah. But she gotta let Wyatt go. That's what I see.
But like, he's like her family, and like they still
She got 3 still. She still got 3.
I always forget about 3.
Exactly. They make them forget. They make us forget about it. Okay. Well, we're getting too deep. Like, so, you want to talk more about that, or like other?
Yeah. I mean, like all the character drama this season. I mean, Ozark has a lot of good character arcs, I think, and I think the season's just the same thing. What about Jonah? Do you think I like he's kind of developed this season a lot?
Oh yeah, he's working with
Ruth,
Darnell,
and
Darlene, and like he's just like his dad, you know, doing money laundering. I'm like, okay, and he's fighting with his mom like crazy. Okay. I was like, still, him and Wendy, Wendy almost sends him to jail.
She is bad this season. She's at her worst, I think.
Now, she's like the main antagonist, I feel like, in the show now, and that's kind of cool because like it's not just the cartel; it's kind of inside of the family. Yeah, it's conflict because Marty, he doesn't want. You can tell he doesn't want to be in this. He's just trying to survive.
And you know what? I think what really bothers me about Wendy right now is I thought that after Ben died, I really thought that was like gonna be her wake up call.
Nope.
And it being
she's
like
probably relieved.
It's just crazy. It's you know, and I wonder if she's still kind of in denial about all that. And I guess that kind of leads me into the whole thing with like, I know she's faking it to make it look like she's looking for her brother with all this like, oh, there's a missing person, looks like my brother stuff. But it's almost like in a way she's still holding on to it. I think Marty sees that.
You think so?
Too, and I think he was kind of implying it like he's gone. You know, I think she hasn't fully accepted it, and I think that's why she's still kind of hanging on to the whole, I want to do this like money laundering thing. I want to live this life kind of thing.
So wait, so you think she's kind of?
I think she's kind of half denying that Ben is gone.
Oh, okay.
You know, in a way, like she knows it, but at the end of the day, she doesn't want to accept it.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to accept that it's her fault.
She kind of like when she's driving, she sees a poster. She's kind of like, you know, how she was like stuck in traffic. Yeah, I see that. But man, she's gone on the deep end, man.
No, she's so bad.
All the way. She likes it because like after towards the end when her and Navarro was talking, and like, oh, just like when she go back to the quiet life because they're going back to Chicago.
We're jumping a little bit ahead.
We are. I mean, I'm just talking about like character to character, but you want to go like through the plot.
Well, I just want because that's an important point. So what happens is essentially they finally do manage.
Let's talk about that first.
After a lot of like and they got this hobby guy, Navarro's nephew like hanging around, but they eventually through all the conflict of the season are able to get Navarro to meet with the FBI, and he basically begrudgingly accepts. But after he does, he has a conversation with Wendy where he's like, "When you get tired of the quiet life, think of me."
Man, he's about to get with her.
He's a fucking player.
He's about to look. Wendy is about to be like the drug kingpin's wife. I swear.
No, I think she's gonna die.
Oh no, 100% she's gonna die. But we'll talk about the predictions at the end.
Okay.
But like, were you surprised by like how the FBI kind of like fucked him over? Because it kind of changed the. I was like, damn, fuck the government, man.
And it just didn't really like.
No, I don't want to say that too loud.
I don't think it was really advantageous for them either. They had Navarro, who was like the head of this thing. I don't know what their thinking was, but they wanted to get. I guess like
who else can they get though?
Well, they wanted Javi. They wanted. See, the thing is, it sounds like the FBI. What they wanted out of Navarro was a guy on the inside to keep managing it because they were saying, "Oh, the war on drugs doesn't just end." And I'm like,
man, that was shitty though because they said something else. Like they said they can get him out, but they was like, "Oh, we changed our mind."
Yeah, they fucked him over.
Yeah, I was. See, that's why it made me like feel bad for him because he wanted out and like they just completely lied to him and he gets fucking mad. I was like, I kind of agree with him.
Man,
and like
if they did that to my drug empire,
that's crazy.
Man, I'd be crazy. So mad.
Like you get so like because you have a drug empire one day.
Yeah.
Of what? What drugs of what?
Coffee.
Coffee? Yeah, that is definitely you'll be good at that.
I would be a coffee dealer. Yeah.
I mean, just go up to Tim Hortons. There's already up front. But yeah, I felt bad for him, and it's crazy that they can just make you feel bad for like the worst people imaginable.
I mean, that's what this show does. You know, that's what they do very well. So, but yeah, so I mean, yeah, Wendy though. Back to Wendy, I just wanted to say because I think she's kind of like you said, kind of the main antagonist of this season, and like
she's Walter White, man.
She is.
She loves it.
You know, but it's getting to the point where it's just like for me, it's hard to even like I can't like her at all anymore because she's going against like her own family, like Jonah. She like it's the big thing, the turning point for me where I was like, man, fuck this chick. Is when she goes into Jonah's hotel room and like steals his like she did something to flag his laundering software or something.
So like a government agency probably see and get him like put to jail.
Right. So he could have gone to prison and he was kind of like really worried about it. And then, Marty, he had to call Marty to come and like help him fix the problem. But your own son.
Yeah. And like, she's just so manipulated. Like she crying 1 second, laughing. And like she's watching, what's her face die? I forgot.
Darlene.
Yeah, she's watching her die.
Darlene has like a heart attack in a parking lot, and I was like, man, is she just? And you know what? I was almost mad. I thought they were just gonna kill Darlene right there, which is like such a wimpy death for her. She got a much better death.
Yeah, afterwards. I mean, we were
jumping a little bit ahead, but. Yeah, I was really worried that was going to be your death, like a heart attack in the driveway, and I'm glad that wasn't it. But Wendy was just sitting there, just watching her die.
Yeah, because at first I thought she was faking it, but she wasn't faking it.
No.
And she was just kind of like watching her die, like, yeah, bitch. I was like,
she's evil.
She's evil, man. I swear, man, she's been like the worst ever. Like, the series starts off with Mari watching her fuck another guy. And she trying to make him feel bad and like, oh, he's a nice guy. No, man, she's been evil since day one. She's a manipulator, okay?
She kind of is.
She is, and
she's very good at it. She's not likable anymore. I mean, I like Marty. You know, I think as a guy, I mean, I think getting into the whole situation, he made a mistake and he knows it. And he's tried this whole series to like correct it and get out of it.
He doesn't enjoy this.
Oh no, not at all.
That's why I like that dynamic of like Wendy trying to enjoying it. Like maybe this is like what she meant to do. But Marty's not like that at all. He just wants to save his family.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see that. I like that conflict in the story.
Yeah. The other like really big conflict, I think, if you're separate from like the Navarro thing and Marty, what's going on with them, because now Ruth went separate ways with the Birds last season, right? So she's kind of now with Wyatt and Darlene, and that is it's a weird relationship because I feel like Darlene from like the get-go of the season is very jealous of Ruth because she actually has like a long time connection with Wyatt. They're cousins, right? Their family. And there's this jealousy there, and it's kind of like a power struggle between Ruth and Darlene over Wyatt, who's like the common ground there. Yeah. Which I think is really weird, but I thought it was done well. I like Darlene's final arc.
Final arc, okay.
Which she kind of lost everything, and that's what
she was really weak. She was like seen as like a weak character in this season.
Well, she lost everything.
Compared to like earlier seasons.
She usually just got away with everything. Yeah. And I feel like it caught up with her, and I was like, finally. Yeah. Because she's easily the scariest character on the show.
Oh yeah, she's fucking frightening. She looks like a fucking ghost.
Yeah, she does.
Like
yeah.
A zombie just came back from the dead. But yeah, so for me, like, okay, so Wyatt, this is my problem with this. I don't. So okay. Do you really think it was wise of him? You really think he loves her?
I don't know what it is. Are you talking about the decision to marry her?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it bothered me too.
Because
I was mad about it. Because I was like, no, dude, just go away.
I don't know, man.
Get out of here. Go with Ruth and go where the. Eventually,
I don't understand it. I don't understand the. I don't know if it's logical for that. I don't know, like because he's seen her do so much shit.
I think he's
she fucking killed the mob boss.
Yeah, Frank
Senior.
Yeah,
and like he still marries her. I don't.
I think I think he's kind of a weak guy. I think that's really
he is super weak. That's why I didn't feel bad.
He's super
at all.
malleable. I think that's why there's such a conflict between Darlene and Ruth, is that like they both know he's kind of like susceptible, and he's like good intentioned, I think, but he's kind of weak. He'll do whatever.
That's why I couldn't feel bad for him dying. I feel like he deserved it.
I still feel bad.
I did not. I'm sorry. I cannot feel like, he deserved it. I don't know, man. He's old enough. I think he's old enough.
He was dumb for marrying her.
He has so many chances, though, man.
I don't know why he did that. And it like, that was a moment where I was just like, fuck, why? Why, Wyatt?
Why?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. When characters are super stupid like that, and I understand people are weak. They're lost. I get it. But come on. Darn, like, are you really gonna follow her, marry her? She's fucking insane, okay? It's obvious.
I believed it, though.
He's a smart guy, too, but he's really smart. But he's not like an idiot.
No, but he's kind of just always been, like, susceptible. I mean, why he got with her in the first place, right? I mean, this is like, the second season.
I mean, for like a fun little fling with a 50-year-old woman.
For half the season?
And like, see, like, they should have just took the baby. Like, I guess he's being like thinking about the baby.
I wonder if
that's like a fucked up situation because he was cut out of a fucking his mother. I'm just thinking about that.
Oh, it is fucked up.
This is a fuck up.
And you remember the baby's mother was the priest's wife, right? Like, that's who that baby is. Yeah. Which is even more insane.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just think about it for 1 second. She's the reason why the baby, like the mother is dead. Like, don't you think that, Wyatt? I'm sorry, man.
Does he know though about all that?
Does he? I don't know.
I don't know.
Where did the baby come from? Like, don't you ask these questions? He's smart. That's what I'm saying. He's a smart guy.
He is smart. Yeah.
They do establish he's just too stupid to be smart.
I don't know. He trusts Darlene, and for whatever reason, you know what? I think it's because when he was like down and out, she took him in. So there's this kind of like loyalty. Like, remember where he was when he got with her? He was like living in people's houses. Like he was like a squatter. Yeah. So he was homeless, and I almost kind of get it. Because I think it's more his temperament. I think he's just more of like, he's trying to do the right thing. Mm-hmm. And it feels like, especially too, this isn't just Darlene at her prime, her crazy, wild prime where she's killing everybody left and right. Like, like I said, this is a weakened Darlene. Yeah. She had a heart attack. She can't really walk anymore, even though she shot the dude in her living room after that. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, she's weakened, right? And I think he feels like to do that right then, it would take everything away from her. Because she's going to lose Zeke, too.
I guess I'm just heartless.
I think that's his flaws. I think he's too nice.
Yeah.
I know. I don't think he's stupid, but I think he's trying to be nice.
Okay.
And like even when he was trying to like practice breaking up with her, like it was like he couldn't do it, right? Like he's just not that kind of guy. He wants to keep everybody happy and he can't. So I believed it. Unfortunately, I hated it, man. But it didn't like not make sense to me. Like I thought
his family, man. Ruth needs to get far away from the. I guess they're all dead except for 3.
So here's the big moment of the episode, though, is that
crazy.
So after they bust Navarro, they want to make the deal with Javi. Javi kind of like accepts, which I know that's not going to go down.
Oh no,
and he so the first thing he does after he accepts the deal with the FBI to be like their patsy or whatever, not patsy. What's the right word? Like. He's going to essentially do what Navarro was going to do, like a snitch for the FBI.
Yeah, like undercover.
Yeah, for a year. The first thing he does...
That was 5 years.
5 years, yeah 5 years, sorry.
Even longer.
Yeah, he goes to Darlene's house and kills her. And he's like, sorry, I don't know who you are, but you're here, you're a witness. He shoots Wyatt, too.
Man, look, man. I'm sorry. They deserve it.
I mean, Darlene does.
That
was a good end for Darlene because you know what?
She deserves it.
She's horrible.
Yeah.
And after watching all this like show, and then it makes me mad she had the baby.
I know.
Like was taking care of all people to be having taking care of this child. Like I'm glad she's gone.
Yeah.
You know.
See, look, man, you gotta watch who you follow, man. Why I feel bad for Ruth though, because
that's why I think it's so important because now Ruth has 3, who's a side character.
Yeah, he has 6 lines, 3 lines in this season,
and that's the only family she has left now.
Yeah, because her dad's was fucking horrible. He deserved to die too.
Yeah, he's dead. Her uncle she killed basically.
Yeah, and 2 uncles, right? It wasn't his the
I guess the 2 uncles. Yeah. And one of them was Wyatt's dad, right? Now Wyatt's dead too, and Wyatt I think she was the closest with. Yeah, you know, that's why I think this one hit her the hardest. Yeah. It's like this is the one that she really bonded with the most, and
she was desperately trying to get him to go, but Wyatt decides to go back with her, and you can see the sadness in her because she is lonely. She has nobody except for 3. Yeah. So I felt for her, and then she goes in.
Oh man, and you know what? I am worried about her now though, and that's the thing. It's that's why I thought this season
she's gonna get herself killed.
Kind of delivered on the intensity because that last scene, man.
It was a good scene. That was a great scene.
Yeah, where she said the birds.
Fucking mad.
Yeah,
fuck. I thought she might shoot somebody.
She screamed at Wendy. She's like, "You fucking God."
I actually felt it. Yeah. Because before that, when Javi had Bird, Marty McFly. Yeah, Marty McFly. When he had him, he's not gonna get killed. I don't know. I just knew he wasn't.
Yeah, I guess the plot armor.
Yeah.
See,
there's no way of that. I thought.
But you know what? I feel like the plot armor is starting to thin.
Oh no, it will definitely
because now we're getting closer. I think Marty's probably gonna be there till the last episode, at very least, right? If he does die. But
what do you think? Ruth is gonna do
So I mean, here's the thing, right? So she shows up at the bird's house, and Jonah's the new badass. I love this kid. He's like, yeah, it was Javi, this fucking crazy guy. Man. But now I'm worried about Ruth because I don't want her to get killed.
See, Jonah, man, he might be badass, but he's kind of putting people in risk, man.
I mean, it was better to tell her than to have him, have Ruth shoot up his family. I mean,
she wasn't gonna do anything.
Probably not.
I don't think she would, because I like the relationship between her and Marty. Okay.
Yeah, I do too. The mentor.
It's I really like that, and I wish they had more scenes together because I wish they were together again. I like them.
Yeah, this season they've been estranged. Is why. Well, there was that one scene where they have a beer together.
Yeah,
I thought that was nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jonah does. I mean, I don't think she would have killed anybody. She was just mad.
Yeah.
But she's definitely going to try to find Javi now.
Yeah.
And that's a big ass mistake because he's the boss, right?
Can you imagine her trying to go after him?
It's gonna be interesting to see. I don't know. How?
I'm scared for her, man. That's the thing is I don't want her to die.
Yeah.
But now I feel like she might.
Her and the kids and Marty, I don't want to die. Wendy needs to fucking die. But one thing I want to say, okay, so you know how they do the drug deal, Ruth and Marty and Frank Jr. They do the drug deal, and then the guys back out, and the guy's like playing the Xbox. Yeah, she goes in there alone. Yeah. How the fuck did she get that? Did they show it?
Like, no, they don't show it. She just somehow it happened off screen.
That was nitpick of the century, but I feel like they could have did something. But I just want that bothered me.
I think they wanted to make you think she wasn't gonna get it. Is why
she's gonna get it, man. She ain't gonna die. Okay. You did you really think
it wasn't just her at stake? It was Marty at that point, right?
Yeah.
Because I think they were like, she needs to get out of here 5 minutes, or you're screwed, or whatever.
Then how did she get it?
I don't know.
Exactly. That was weak. That was a little weak. You gotta admit.
I don't think it was weak. I think they were trying to misdirect you to make you think she wasn't gonna get it. That's why.
She's gonna get it. I wanted to see how she got it. Okay. You know she was gonna get it. You can try to misdirect me, but I know what's going on. I'm the director. Okay.
You're the director.
I direct.
You can't misdirect.
I'm the hidden director. Huh? Yes.
You're Jason B. Fox.
Jason B. Fox.
Michael J. Bateman.
Anyways, so
I always get Jason Bateman and Michael J. Fox mixed up. That's why.
He has like a convoluted story. Why
they are like variants of each other is why. One is from one dimension, one's from the other, and
they're both white guys. Yeah, look exactly the same.
Teen Wolf 1 and 2.
That's all you gotta say, right?
And you have Marty McFly, Marty Bird.
There's a Teen Wolf now.
You have who did Jason Bateman voice in Zootopia? Did he voice the rabbit? Did he voice the lion? He voiced the Michael J. Fox.
Oh, they're the same person. Yes, yeah.
Fan theory. Next theory.
That's the next dimension.
Oh, important because this is going on way too long.
How long? It's like 40 minutes. Oh, go ahead. I mean, it's a long. I mean, it's like 7 episodes.
It was 7 episodes, but
it's a lot to cover.
Anyway, I don't have too much more to say about the story. I did think it was good overall. I honestly, good. I think this is not like wane in quality. I think we're setting up for a very satisfying ending, which is something we don't get a lot in TV shows now. And so I'm looking forward to how they wrap this all up.
It overstays its welcome. This is 4 seasons, quality TV.
Exactly.
I like it.
Exactly.
So. Oh, I just want to say, I want Wendy to die. I want Marty to do it. Yes.
You want Marty to kill her?
Yeah, I don't like... Wendy has been terrible from the beginning. He would
never kill her.
I want him to grow some fucking balls, okay? Grow some fucking balls, sir. Because, man, he cucked him. She cucked him, man.
Yeah, she cheated on him. It was bad, but, like...
What else has she... I mean, I guess
I think she's a bad person, but I don't want Marty to kill her.
Who should kill her?
Somebody else.
No,
for her to kill herself.
Oh no, I want him to allow it. How about that? Because I feel like she's gonna put her kids into like risk.
That's what I think.
She already kind of did.
So here's
kind of like foreshadows it.
I'm thinking one of the kids dies in that car crash.
You think so?
I don't know which one.
Charlotte.
I think it might be Charlotte, and
she's kind of like not as important this season.
Yeah, and I think it's because Jonah is the one that has the most tension with Wendy right now. So if you took away Charlotte, who's like kind of taking on the family business, has all this optimism and all that shit.
Yeah.
You take away optimism.
Perfect money launderer.
From Wendy, right? Yeah. So Wendy now is going to be more... And then I don't know what will happen after that, but I think with Wendy and Jonah still being at odds, and that's her only child left, and Marty, it will be Marty's only child left.
Yeah.
I think it'll, that will cause some conflict for sure. And I don't know who will kill her. It could even just be that it catches up to her. I really hope it does. Or she gets something's got to happen to Wendy where she has to live with the consequences of everything she's done.
She got away with too much.
She's gotten away with too much.
And not much consequences at all.
Yeah, really. So either she's got to go to jail or lose a child, I think would hurt her too. I mean, but she's lost her brother. She's had a lot of loss actually already, but it's like, in a way, she's still got...
It doesn't feel like that. I don't know.
Well, because it hasn't really affected her, man, or we haven't seen it affect her the way that it should. So,
like, she had that episode in when she's in the parking lot drinking. I don't know, it just felt like I guess it was real, but I don't know. She bounced back way too well.
See, that's why I really thought that that was kind of like a turning point for her, and it's sad that it wasn't. She might be beyond saving. Yeah, so
that's why I want Marty to murder her. I know he doesn't like killing, but he's gonna have to, man. No, I'm just joking. I just hope that something like she needs to suffer some consequences.
Yeah.
And hopefully Marty gets out because he's really tried. He's still in the wrong because he accepted it, and he's like thinking about it, like before Bruce.
This episode,
in flashback. So, he feels guilt about it, And I feel for him. I mean, he's just trying to do his best. So
yeah, he's just trying to correct his mistakes. And what do you think about Ruth? I mean, do you think she's gonna die? No. Now I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so. I don't. Is she gonna die?
I mean, I hope.
See,
not,
like, I'm not sure, because she's gotten out a lot of like crazy situations.
Yeah,
and she's kind of like emotional. She like something can set off really easy, but eventually she does the smart thing, and like not try to kill a mob boss.
But I don't know, boss or I don't know
cartel.
if it's gonna be enough to put her.
She is pretty like desperate now.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I really hope she doesn't die.
I don't think she will.
I think she might. I don't think they'll kill Marty, but maybe.
It's not. They're not going to kill both of them. But I think actually one of them might actually. Ruth is going to die probably. Unfortunately. Yeah, unless Charlotte only dies.
So I do think Ruth might die. Unfortunately. Yeah, but you know what? I hope she kills Javi first because I think that would be such a great. Now she has to be the one to kill Javi for sure.
Oh yeah.
However,
that'll be satisfying to see.
It would be. Yeah. Javi's gonna die for sure.
Fuck that guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna die for sure.
He gets way too much tension. Fuck him. I don't like it.
And that PI, he's gotta die.
Oh, the PI? Oh, yeah.
He's so annoying, man. We didn't even really talk about him.
I just need a signature, man. I'm like, get out of here. Why do you care?
He's so fucking
just
annoying.
Go home, man. But I guess it makes sense because he used to be a detective. He's like, he got kicked out the force for drugs.
Sneaking into the evidence room.
Yeah. So he's trying to redeem himself, I guess. And all right, one more thing. What did you think about Maya
turning on them?
Yeah, kind of like doing it because it's the right thing to do.
See, I don't know, man. No, I didn't like her whole involvement this season.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Because like, here's the thing: Maya is still pregnant at the beginning of the season. And she's getting involved in this thing going, and then she has her baby.
Why?
At Marty's house?
What's the risk? Why? Like, what's the reward?
Yeah, I guess she was thinking I might be able to bring down Navarro and all that stuff, but...
Man.
And she goes on that fucking plane. That was the moment I was like, fuck this. I'd fuck right out of there,
Is she still pregnant?
No, she had the baby at that point. Yeah. But I was like, still, man, you got like a week-year-old baby?
Yeah. I guess she knew that he was desperate, I guess. But they could have done anything, man. Like cartel, I don't ever want to be anything near cartel. I don't even feel comfortable saying it right now. So I don't want them to hear like they're talking about us. So like
fictional,
Ozark. Oh yeah, we love you guys. Yeah, cartel.
Keep doing.
Do the thing.
What do you guys do?
Don't worry about it. We don't do anything.
Yeah.
Who's the cartel? What's that? Yeah. So her. I think she's gonna get her. She's definitely gonna die. She's gonna get herself killed. I think she's gonna get herself killed.
I don't know.
Because
crossing Navarro, that was a bad decision too, and I don't know
what
why
does it accomplish.
Yeah, I don't know why she did that.
I think it's her own ego. Like, oh, I did the right thing. I know you're like, I guess the idealist. Like that's the FBI, but you have a son or a child.
Yeah.
And you gotta think of that. And I mean, the FBI don't want you to do that. So find another way. That's kind of like risky because she kind of went on her own, right?
Yeah, they said that, but I'm more confused now because it seems like they kind of are still accomplishing what they wanted, the FBI, because they wanted somebody on the inside, right?
Oh yeah, so they got.
And Navarro wasn't gonna do that. Navarro, or he was only gonna do it for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Right, but he didn't even want to do that at first, right? But yeah, I don't know. It is kind of weird because then they try to get Javi to do it. So in a way, they still kind of get what they want.
But like, it can like you think he's just gonna take it, like just take it Navarro, like her doing that,
right? Like, exactly. It was a horrible idea, especially after you promised them, some kind of immunity. It's
how like you spit in this guy's face like he's the fucking cartel leader.
But I guess he got connections. He already gave up everything though, right? That's why they kind of got him by he already gave away everything that he knew. So they really fucked him.
You know what's so funny? Funny. We're talking about like we're supposed to be on the side of the FBI because they're the good guys, and we're trying to side with Navarro.
Fuck the police, man.
So, but that's good writing though. So
it is good writing.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I don't have anything else. I can't wait for part 2, whenever that comes out. I'm excited for it. They're gonna make us wait, and that's annoying.
Assholes.
But it was definitely a good first half of the season, and I think they're setting up for a good finale. I think this is gonna be a really, really satisfying series finale.
I do. It's been consistently good.
Yeah.
And
unless they pull Game of Thrones last 4 episodes.
Don't even say that, man.
And Doc Brown shows up in the DeLorean.
With Marty McFly.
Yeah.
And it's like he's in Teen Wolf. And
then they're like, Marty, get in the DeLorean, and they go back and he's a variant of.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's not gonna happen.
It's fan fiction. Okay, let's stick to the actual fiction. The professional writers. Okay.
Like yourself.
Like myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else, man?
No, I don't got anything.
You got any more?
I'm excited. You want to give a score for the first half?
I mean, I don't have really a score.
Because it's not done yet.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah, it's not fair because it doesn't feel complete. Like Dune, I feel like it was more of a complete thing. I don't know.
Even though it was a part 1, though, man.
Go ahead. Give your score. I'll think of the one right now before.
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to give a score because
it was really good.
You're going to give my score a 0.5 up or down.
Down
in this scenario.
I'm interested. I won't say a score. What'd you think of this?
Let's give it 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? I was going to give it 8 out of 10. That's my first thought. That's like my score in my head.
It's just good. Like, it's just good. Typical Ozark. I mean, they haven't really let me down yet, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's so sweet. You like something.
It happens every now and then.
All right, man. Let's end this shit.
Yeah, this is too long.
So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next dimension.
That was like as long as a movie you can watch. 40 minutes.
I'm better than a movie.